early, which means we get to kick it off with the Super Bowl teams. And the Eagles were in Minnesota after a mini bye, 10 days. Here we go in the Great White North. Could lots of noise out of Philly. Could it quiet down in time to play a sharp football game against the Vikings? Jalen Hurts. Well, are we throwing it enough? Are we not running it well? What are we not doing? How'd that look? Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, I'm pointing you to the end zone. I'm throwing it in the stands.
Really good job of pointing A.J. Brown where you want him to go.
7-0. Now Carson Wentz starting again. He's 2-1 as a starter. They're waiting for McCarthy's ankle. Wentz, picked up by Jalix Hunt. And that doggle hunt all the way into the end zone, a pick six. Jalen Carter nailing Wentz, too.
It was the pressure by Jalen Carter that sped up Carson Wentz. He threw a pick, and the Eagles' pass rush got home.
All right, 8 minutes to go in the half. Boog Wentz to Justin Jefferson. He can do this, whoop, and then up the sideline. Look at those strides. Must be from LSU.
Yeah, it must be.
I think so. Big play for the Vikings, and then 4th and 1, Minnesota to 6. Wentz. Jalen Naylor, touchdown. Here come the Vikings, but flag on the play.
Yeah, boom. You can see it. Anytime that happens, you know they're going to call it.
So, Blake Brandel flag, so field goal instead of touchdown. It's 14-6. Remember that play. Hurts. Oh, we have the Slim Reaper. And by the way, even at night, you can see where he's running. 79-yard touchdown, 21-9 fly. Eagles fly. Late third, Wentz. Jordan Mason. Where is he? We snapped to him. Wentz motion. Mason to the pylon. They took a good look. It was a good call. Touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's a good call. Boom. The tip of the ball, touch the line, touchdown.
Now, 9 minutes left in the game. 21-19. The Vikings are cut it to that 3rd and 13. Hurts running. How about that throw?
On the run? Wow.
It's A.J. Brown. Eagles moving on a 3rd and 13. 6.5 to go. A.J. again in the end zone. Second touchdown for him. 28-19, a 2-score game. But the Vikings say not so fast. 4.5 to go. Wentz, somebody get open. Somebody get open. No, I'll get open. And a first down. He pulls it down. And the Vikings pick up another set of downs. Wentz to T.J. Hawkinson. Remember the other one that was almost a touchdown? This was a touchdown until they took a closer look.
Yeah, boom. That ball, he gets trapped in there. And then he loses it. That's where he lost the touchdown.
So 6 trips to red zone. There were 2 in the end zone, but they only get 1 touchdown of 5 field goals. Then 3rd and 9. Oh, A.J. Brown is beyond the defense. Hurts with the loft. Brown is down. They run out the clock. Philadelphia looking offensively, at least in the pass game, as good as they've looked this year. And so Philadelphia, that 2-game losing streak goes by the boards. They win 28-22. Saquon Barkley says, I don't need to run for 200 yards a game.
The only thing that matters is winning football games. And however it looks, like, people, I don't get it. Like, people get caught up in how winning looks. Like, winning is supposed to be our team versus their team, and we have more points than them when the clock is at 0. And if it's Jalen dropping back 75% of the time, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. If it's us running the ball 75%, that's what it takes, is what it takes. Like, obviously, you would love some type of balance. Like, we all would love, to he have 200, he have 200, I have 200, blah, 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 blah. It's not the reality. It's not, this isn't Sims. This isn't Madden. This is real life.
He had 44 yards, only 325 on the year, but the Eagles back in the win column. Chiefs taking on the Raiders. They had a big win Sunday night against Detroit. Rashee Rice, first time in 13 months playing for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes said, well, hardly 13 months, maybe 13 minutes. To Travis Kelce, 44 yards, longest catch and run by him on the season. And the Chiefs in business against the Raiders. At home at Arrowhead, a rare noon start for the Chiefs. Rice in motion, touchdown. Welcome home.
And good to have a new toy that you can play with again.
A new old toy, even better. Refurbished, hopefully all the way around. 7-0 Chiefs. Mahomes to Rice, 7 yards. And they, again, everybody clicking. Excited to have him back for the first time. Mahomes, a Hollywood Brown with a big smile. Chiefs, 14-0 at home. Next drive, Chiefs, under just over 2 minutes to go in the half. Mahomes, Rice, first down, and then 13 seconds to go in the half. What do the great teams do? Look at that. Look at that throw.
Yeah, it's like a little no-look pass there, Boom.
My bad. Now, the end of the half, what do the really good teams do? They score. It's dagger-like. Mahomes, Rice, touchdown. He caught 7, 21-0. Chiefs in the half. Third quarter early. Mahomes. We also have Xavier Worthy. Remember, he's not been back that long. Why don't I throw it all the way over here? My goodness gracious, flag is thrown. He was calling for it.
Yeah, really good job, though, Boom, by Worthy working back. Even though the flag was thrown, he gave Mahomes somebody to throw the football to and then went up and made the play.
So 2 plays later, 2nd and 2, Chiefs down to the 7. Oh, Isaiah Pacheco runs annoyed every play. I mean, really mad.
He runs angry.
28, now first 4 drives, 28-0 Chiefs scoring touchdown, and then a big lead. Gino, hello, Chris Jones. We've met before, but we meet again. Field goal, Butker, and the Kansas City Chiefs. If it seems like the Raiders never had the ball on offense, you're pretty close. We're going to get to you in a minute. And the Chiefs roll. Andy Reid's first regular season shutout in his voluminous career. It's right hard to believe. 31-0 Chiefs. Lindsey Pythagorean theory with Rashee Rice afterwards.
Rashee, you said yourself 380-plus days waiting for this. You have 2 touchdowns today. What did it mean to get back out here?
It meant everything, just to be able to come out here and be back in my natural habitat, my natural environment around my brothers like that, man. It's nothing but great energy. We having fun out here.
This was a game that Ned didn't see coming. We had prepared really well. We were tuned into it, and I can't imagine. I couldn't imagine that the guys that weren't able to play in this game would make that much of a factor. I just didn't feel that in our preparation. But they're a terrific team. They did everything like they do, and they played really well in all phases and kept us totally at bay. We couldn't make first down and couldn't get off the field, and they just did like they do. And so when we have a lot of work to do, and we have a lot of catching up to do.
Tough one. I mean, Pete, if the 2 guys that have won Super Bowls, obviously multiple for Randy, nice handshake after the game. Let's start with the Chiefs. 2 weeks, last Sunday and this Sunday, Detroit. And this one, 61 points. They gave up only 14. We can go on with other numbers. They looked like everything was purring, and I know they had a great week at practice, and it showed on the field.
Boom, it's almost like when you're a kid and you get the Christmas break. You come home and everybody's excited. Everybody's out playing in the yard. Everybody's having fun. That's the look I got from the Chiefs today. And I know it was because everybody's starting to get back healthy. Rashee Rice showed up today. And you just knew Andy and Matt Nagy were going to get Rashee Rice involved. And they're starting to look whole. But more importantly, they look like they're having fun. And when the Chiefs are having fun, they got Mahomes lined up in different places. They're coming up and designing different plays. And the offense, it looks easy. And for the first time in a long time, they put the hats on in the fourth quarter. Starters didn't play in the fourth quarter. That meant the game was in the bag. We haven't said that in a while. They've been playing so many close games, and everything has seemed so hard. Today was easy for them, and that should be scary for the rest of the league.
And this is a team that they struggled to beat twice last year. One was the fumbled snap. I mean, all those games last year for sure, and then this year too. Look, I'm going to take a page out of your book. I'm not going to be an analyst, but I'm going to do a little.
Okay.
Oh, did you say they were having fun?
Yeah.
Look at this play at the goal line, Chiefs. Wait a minute, who has it? No, I have it. All right, it's flagged, but that's my point is, in the end, they scored on that drive. Watch this. I snap here. I snap over here. Mahomes a 3-point stance. We give it to Rice. You're going to run it in. I know it was called back, but Andy, not going to show the smile or not. They scored on that play anyway. And they do these things in practice like Thursday. Okay, let's do this. Here's one thing. By the way, first downs, Chiefs 30, Raiders 3. Now, that's hard.
That's embarrassing also.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. One other thing on the Chiefs, long ago, at least in this run, when they had a young Travis Kelce, and obviously Mahomes was younger, and they had, Tyreek Hill. Oh, they have everything on offense. No. When Sammy Watkins was playing, it's like everything worked. And I saw the equivalent 2025 style today on that.
No doubt. And when you have Worthy, you have Rice, you have Hollywood Brown, you can start to see a lot of those pieces, and Andy's creativity starts to come out, to your point. I'll add one thing on the Raiders, Boom. The Raiders draft Ashton Genty as a top 10 pick. He's going to be their bell cow. They're not using him as that. What exactly are the Raiders building right now? That will be my concern. I didn't expect them to win a Super Bowl this year, but I did expect the Raiders to establish an identity. I don't see it.
No. That's what Pete said. He's forthcoming.
Yeah.
We got a lot of work to do. Yeah. Eagles did a lot of work. Offensively, a lot of noise. Look, that we know their parts are outstanding. You heard Saquon say, I don't have to do it. The passing game was as good as it looked.
Yeah.
It's supposed to look like that, isn't it?
But the quarterback played and looked the best he's looked, dare I say, since the Super Bowl. Especially the rhythm, how he threw the football. He was accurate, boom. Sometimes the noise gets loud in Philadelphia because they got too many good players. And everybody wants to be able to take some of the credit. And usually what happens on a team, regardless of who gets the credit, the quarterback takes it all because he's the highest paid player. And I thought today, Jalen Hurts went out and reminded everybody, I'm an MVP quarterback. I can put this team on my back when I need to. I got two really good receivers. It's not all Saquon Barkley. He had less than 50 yards rushing today. And he said in the highlight, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how we win as long as we won. They have the most multiple offense. They can beat you in a number of ways. And I thought today the quarterback reminded everybody, I can win games too. And he went out and he did that.
Well, real quick, I mean, the most yards he's thrown Hurts in 3 years, 326. The Raiders. Excuse me, not the Raiders. The Vikings,
Yeah.
J.J. McCarthy. Okay, they play a Thursday road game at the Chargers. Probably not going to be ready yet.
Yeah.
Do we know that he's the answer? Do they know?
I don't think we know. I don't think they know, Boone. I mean, for a year that was supposed to be a developmental year, I haven't seen J.J. McCarthy a lot since the ankle, and he's kind of been out of sight, out of mind. That's concerning for me in this type of season for him.
Yeah, it should be concerning. We're going to see him soon, but the Vikings, everybody else in the division is winning. I mean, that's a problem. Rams across the pond after working out of Camden Yards, working on fastball, maybe swinging, maybe hitting to left, maybe hitting behind the runner. And their fans made it across the pond. The Jaguars are the Werewolves of London. They're there every year. No Puka, no problem. He was hurt. Matthew Stafford to Konate Mumfield. The Ronaldo celebration. Maybe he was the great Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I don't know. 7-0 Rams. Stafford. Colby Parker said, didn't he have a bad back?
Yeah, I thought he did. Didn't look like it.
No, hasn't looked like it all year. Matthew, the veteran, 37 years young, to Devontae Adams. 2-yard score. He had fun.
Boom, they call it a touch of class. You throw it up, watch it, you catch it, right foot down, left toe. He's been doing that for a long time.
So it's 14-0 midway second. Stafford, Adams. We're going to do it again. That was good. Little play action for a moment. Good pocket. Oh, yeah. 16 yards. Then, later on, second to go from the 1. We're going to run. No, we're not. Not Kyron Williams. We're going to throw it to Adams. One-hand grab. Look, my one hand, 21-0.
Yeah, and here's the thing about it. He's being held. Who needs two hands when one will do? Nice catch by Tate.
So the Jaguars, the win over the Chiefs and the win over the Niners. I mean, however, last 2 weeks it was Seattle, and then on this day they want Stafford. Move the pocket a little. Terrence Ferguson. He's open. Sean McVay, Stafford. Yeah, it's a nice field trip.
Yeah, nice little field trip. That's a long way from home.
Oh, no kidding. 28-0. Now, under 10 minutes to go in the game. Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter file it away. The reason we show it, it didn't draw any much closer in the game, but his second overall pick in the draft, 34-yard touchdown, his first as a pro. Stafford says, oh, you're within 21? No, you're not. You're within 28. Stafford, Adams again, 35-7.
The underthrown ball, he plants, he goes up and gets it. Outstanding ball adjustment by Devontae Adams.
So the Rams looking every bit the 5-2 team and in first place in their division. The Jags stumbling after a couple of big times win 5 touchdown passes, Matthew Stafford. Patriots, Bills idle. Could they take a half-game lead in their division over Buffalo? Mike Vrabel, as we all know, Titans coach, had him in championship game, saying hello to some of his old friends and players. And Mike McCoy, of course, the coaching change. Callahan fired Mike McCoy, former coach of the Chargers, now head coach Titans. And Cam Ward came out looking pretty sharp, best he's looked in the first quarter this year. So that was DK for the touchdown at 10-3 Titans. Second quarter, Drake May. Did I say looking sharp? He's looked sharp all year. That's Mac Hollins.
Yeah, fitting it in between the corner and the safety, that's a tough throw.
Inside the 10, May. Austin Hooper. Not Titans. Austin Hooper, Vrabel, they all came home.
Boom, speaking of hooping, that's like going up and dunking over somebody for Hooper there.
That was pretty impressive. He is hooping. Then, 13-10, the Titans. Under a minute to go in the half. May. To Kayshawn, shake your booty. Shake your booty. Casey never sang it better.
Tremendous catch, boom. He caught the back of the ball, not the front of the ball. Outstanding catch for Booty.
Again, what do we say about the good teams? End of half, touchdown.
Yes.
17-13. Now, same tight score, midway third. May. Tried to stiff arm. Roger McCreary slams him down hard.
Yeah.
To go to the 10.
And anytime the head hits the ground, obviously, the independent neurosurgeon is probably going to buzz down. They want to bring him in, check him out. But you know who comes in?
Well, yeah. The Pastronaut! Josh Dobbs, and look at him. What? Avoid the blitz. He comes right in and hits Pop Douglas, keeping the drive alive. Now May. No, Mike wasn't near the 10. No coach will be going near the 10. May to Douglas. 1 yard grab, and look at this. Patriot drive still alive.
Yeah, just an outstanding athletic play. Concentration on the ball.
Now from the 4, remember Ramondre? Well, wide open, good blocking right side. 24-13, the Patriots. Just 11 seconds later, Ward. What? 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 My God. Caleb Chason in the end zone with the gift.
It's a lineman's dream, boom. Sack, fumble, touchdown.
Patriots win it 31-13. They've won 3 straight on the road. Last time that happened, you weren't born. 1961. After the game, our Kimberly Martin with Stephon Diggs.
How important was it for you guys to make sure that Mike Vrabel did not walk out of this building without that win?
I think it was imperative. Of course, he's a humble coach. He says it's not about him, it's about the players. But for us, he takes care of us. He pushes us. He's one of the best coaches I've ever had. I just think as a player, you want to win for your coach and you want to fight. He makes you want to run through a wall.
We've moved on. You know, I mean, again, there's a lot of guys over there and a lot of people in the support staff that helped us through some decent things, but, you know, you kind of move on, and this is a whole different challenge, and I'm excited of where I'm at.
Yeah, well, they're at his first place. Bill's idle, and the Patriots are 5-2, so half a game up. Stephon Diggs, who we heard from, quote earlier in the week, talking about Coach Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
But he got me to buy in, I'll tell you that. Everybody's buying in, and they're playing mistake-free football, too, after a couple of games when they bumbled away.
When the plan starts to come together, this is how it looks. He's one of the best coaches in football, regardless of offense or defense. Mike Vrabel's a top 5 coach. You get your quarterback up to speed in Drake May. He's not Josh Allen, but he's trending toward getting like that. Big kid, physical. He can throw the football anywhere. He can run it. Almost 300 yards total offense a day, 225 passing, another 50 or 60 rushing. The team believes in him, and he's got pieces, boom, around his offense. Booty, Ramondre, like those guys can catch and make some plays for him. And you're starting to see, Belichick said this years ago, more games in this league are lost than won. And the Patriots aren't beating themselves, plus they're getting playmaking from their young quarterback. And this is what you see, a first-place team. When I say, I don't think anybody thought they'd be at this point.
No, they didn't. Well, the last 2 years, Boog, they were 4-13.
Yeah.
They have 5 wins.
Yeah.
We're not at Halloween.
There you go.
Hello.
Yeah.
Now, the Rams game. The Rams, you didn't have to watch that much to see. They look like a team expecting to go somewhere. Not a knock on Jacksonville, but they look like a team, despite a couple of big wins, hoping to go somewhere. Rams really laid the lumber.
The Rams show you they didn't run the ball well today. They played really good defense. They have a good young front seven, and they have a professional Hall of Fame quarterback with professional receivers, and they didn't have their best one today in Puka Nacua. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when you have a professional organization led by Hall of Fame type players and coaches. They go out there, they take care of their business, they don't beat themselves, and they capitalize on your mistakes. The Rams, when they're healthy with Puka and Devontae, they can beat anybody on either side of the conference, boom. As long as Stafford and those receivers are healthy, they are going to be a tough out. Kyron Williams can't fumble the football. Stafford can't throw interceptions. They're going to be tough to beat by anybody.
And the coach knows exactly what he's doing. This
Without a
isn't
doubt.
news. This isn't news. I mean, that division is really good.
It is.
It's going to be hard to build up a big record, but they've gotten off to a great start. They're 5-2. The Bears. Remember last year they were 4-2 and then they lost 10 in a row? Well, Ben Johnson, after an 0-2 start, he has a chance at home playing the Saints. They go to 4-2, have a 4-game winning streak. Oh, the Halloween around the corner, in Chicago.
Yeah, a little ditchy.
Of course, everybody gets dressed up as Halloween. So, 6-0 Bears. Spencer Rattler across the middle, picked off by Nashawn Wright. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Right, down to the 30-yard line, the Bears in business. Chicago, now at the 12. DeAndre Swift. Bang. Wait a minute, defense running? Wouldn't George Hallis like this?
Yeah.
We'll get to 13-0 Chicago. Williams. Caleb to DJ Moore, 26 yards. They had a touchdown at 20-0. But give the Saints credit. Kellen Moore has them playing at least tough. Nobody expected much out of them.
They believe down there.
Spencer Rattler into the game and thrown only one pick. Here he hits Chris Olave, 57 yards. And then from the 21, Rattler shaking, Rattler rolling. Olave, 20-7 at the half. Saints get the ball to start the third quarter. That worked then. Let's try it again. Same direction. Touchdown. We got a one-score game, 20-14.
That connection is starting to become lethal. Rattler to Olave.
Yep. Rattler now to Taysom Hill. And look at this. Oh, the Alvin Candy Kamara. But it looked good, but it was a little forward.
Yeah, boom. You can't. It's got to be a lateral behind it, and it wasn't. If you look at it, he threw it around the 32, and he cut it at the 33. That's forward.
So good challenge by Coach Johnson. Now 4.5 to go in the game at 26-14. Rattler looking for Stoll. Tipped by T.J. Edwards. The big guy, Tremaine Edmonds, makes the pick. So Ben Johnson, Bears, write this down. 4-game winning streak, okay? They ran for 222, and the defense forced 4 turnovers. That'll work.
That's how they want to be. Almost sounds like the Lions. Physical, running the football, defense. Wonder where Ben Johnson got that from.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Wildness. The early games were kind of The late games, another story. Giants at Broncos. Buckle up at Mile High. And 2 children shall lead them. Jackson Dart, Cam Scattaboo. Get out! Bang! He ran into another phone pole. 13-0 G-Man. At the half, J.K. Dobbins. He can run it. Sean Payton likes that. That would be a convoy downfield. Booger, 32 yards. Denver moving into Giant territory. Bo Nix, play action. Cortland's looking for him, but Troy Franklin is there to catch it.
Sometimes, boom, I'd rather be lucky than good.
Well, down 19-8 after a 2-point conversion, but the Giants figure, we're okay. Dart for Wan'Dale Robinson. Yeah, we're okay because we returned the favor somehow into the hands of Theo Johnson. 41 yards, back-to-back touchdowns off the doink.
Luck going both ways. If you can do one thing, I can do it better. 26-8, G-Man. Under 5 to go, 26-16. Dart, pressure. Oh, no. On 3rd and 5, no. They only had 1 timeout left. Justin Sternad returns it to the 19. Off the turnover, 2nd and goal, Broncos 2. R.J. Harvey, that's a nice play by Nix. 26-23, Giants lead is 3. Giants drive, 3rd and 8 from the 30. Nope. A quick 3-and-out Giants. Punt, Broncos. Can they tie or maybe take the lead? 3rd and 11 from their own 31. Nix Mims the word. Marvin Mims Jr., great catch. Field goal territory, under 2 to go. Nix rolling left. He keeps rolling into the end zone. Oh my goodness, the Thunder rolling down from the Rockies. 30-26 Denver, the Giants are done. Wrong. Dart. He darts. No, he throws to Robinson. 19-yard gain, roughing the passer, tacks it on. Now, Dart. Time. Throws.
looking for Bo Collins. Sean Payton, irate.
Yeah, he shouldn't be, Boom. It's pass interference. The underthrown ball is still one of the best weapons for any offense.
Next play, Dart. Go ahead, touchdown. Does he get in?
Ball touches line, touchdown.
Going for the extra point. Oh no, he misses. Tapped him and he misses it. And so now, 33 seconds to go. Bo Nix, Marvin Mims, 29 yards spiking. 18 seconds. Nix. Cortland Sutton, he always makes a tough grab, doesn't he, Boog?
Unbelievable catch.
Will Lutz for the winner. Wow. What a wild second half. The Broncos down 19, win it. The Giants lose the lead. They get the lead. They lose the lead, and Sean Payton's Broncos win it at the end.
Kind of a crazy back and forth game when you got later into that game. We struggled for at least 2/3 of the game offensively. They hit some big plays on us defensively. I was proud we fought to get back in it. It's like we had to find a way to clean up our mess. So I told them, look, enjoy this. There's some grit there. They didn't quit. But
no, they didn't. And the Broncos are 4-2. Now, Chargers, Colts. Chargers, uniforms, more on that in a moment. Not what we expected. Daniel Jones to Tyler Warren, I should say, 29 yards. What a year this youngster's having.
Yeah, rookie from Penn State has been outstanding.
Jonathan Taylor, leading rusher in football. Nothing's changed. 23 yards. They missed the extra point, but the Colts at the Chargers lead at 6-0. The Colts trying to get to 6-1. Indiana Jones, Daniel Jones, Michael Pittman. He's in. Fourth down, the Colts were 3 for 3 on this drive, and they lead at 13-3.
Yeah, I love the play call there. A little play action, getting DJ outside and found Pittman.
Jones, under 12 to go in the half. Alec Pierce, he can get deep, can't he?
Not only him, but Pierce too.
Yep, 48 yards to on 3rd and 17. Now Jones. To Warren, 5-yard touchdown, 20-3. Indy, 20-3 at the Chargers. They've done this all year.
Colts?
Justin Herbert, pass, batted, intercepted by Grover Stewart. Look at the big fella.
You got to love it, Boom. Anytime the big fellas can do something athletic, let's go celebrate. Just make sure we show our stomach off.
Let me have my... That'd be one thing you might be thinking about. At any rate, Herbert's next pass is... Oh, that's a beautiful play by Nick Cross. He crisscrossed in front of the receiver. Field goal, Colts, 23-3. They score on everything.
Yeah.
Third quarter. Herbert, can they mount a comeback? Rondé Gadsden, he's still there. Shakes a defender. Yeah, the defenders were looking for the powder blue. They didn't know that was the Chargers. He caught 7 for 164. Herbert. Quentin Johnson, 23-10. 2 touchdown lead still. Big kickoff return, Colts. Why don't we give it a 28? Why don't we get it in the end zone? Taylor with another touchdown, 31-10. And then Jonathan Taylor. Taylor made to finish the game. Wow. Up the middle, there were like 5 defenders.
Just a big physical run. They can beat you in a lot of ways, Boone.
The Indianapolis Colts. I mean, when is everybody going to pick up on this? They are 6-1. The Chargers, remember, who swept the division their first 3 games, have now lost 3, so they are 4-3. Jonathan Taylor, let me get it. I mean, so on the season, 697 yards, so that's 100 yards a game.
Yeah.
10 touchdowns. How are we doing? You have that, you have a quarterback that's on, and you have a defense that's making picks like that. You're going places.
They are an Adonai Mitchell not dropping the football across the goal line from being undefeated.
You're right.
That's how good this football team is. And I don't think anybody's paying attention to them. The runner and the offensive line led by Quentin Nelson has been outstanding. Shane Steichen, the head coach, is doing a great job because he took Daniel Jones and he brought him in, boom, when nobody wanted him. It's a reclamation project, but he's got him rebuilt. Indiana Jones is a Pro Bowl quarterback right now. And the confidence that this team has, they play with more and more confidence every week. And defensively, when you bring in a new defensive coordinator the way they have, and the defense starts to play with excitement, the defense starts to feel like we can actually go out and win the game, now you start to get something. I don't know what their ceiling is because I don't think they know. And I think we're going to find out throughout the season. This was a good win. They got a lot of good wins. And again, they are one mistake away, a self-mistake.
Good reminder.
From being undefeated.
Anna Romo, right?
Yeah,
did it at Cincinnati for a long time. Yeah. Great halftime adjustment.
Absolutely.
They lead almost all the time, the Colts. And, by the way, Chargers, look, you have the best uniforms in football, the powder blues.
Yeah.
Don't ever wear those again, coming from someone who loves you. You know that. All right, now, the Broncos got all 33 points, in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
How is that possible? Two good defenses, and they played 33-32.
The Giants spilled a lot. They spilled a lot in the aisles. Down aisle 5 and 6, they spilled a lot of things. And the Broncos cleaned it up.
Okay.
That's how I would categorize this game. The Giants had the game won. The game was theirs. Jackson Dart throws the interception. You could call it the growing pains of a rookie. You can't fault him for it because he was the one that him and Scatterbull helped get you the lead. But this is a learning experience for a young team and a young quarterback. They had a game won, and they didn't know how to finish it. But shout out to Bo Nix. He's been struggling this year, up and down, the Bronco quarterback.
Yes, we thought we'd be talking about, still doesn't look right.
But some of the throws he made in the fourth quarter, cut Cortland Sutherland, the plays that they made in the fourth quarter, this was a gritty win. And here's the one thing I liked about Denver. They didn't quit. They didn't give up, boom. And it's hard when you're down a lot to keep fighting and not seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. So Sean Payton has a mentally tough team, but they got to figure out a way to get the quarterback to play more consistently throughout the game and to get the defense playing to the optimal level each and every week. But make no mistake about it. The Giants spilled this one, and the Broncos cleaned it up.
They have a broom. And they have a mop, I should say, right?
And a dustpan.
Attention shoppers, aisle 5 and aisle 6. Yeah, you don't want to slip and slide in there.
Exactly.
That's a tough loss, Giants. But they're young. They'll get over it.
Yeah.
But they play the Eagles next week, who they beat. And, hey, we'll see. For Denver, 5-2. No, the Denver Broncos are 5-2. See, a little bit off because we thought that game was over. Now,
yeah, we did.
Packers Cardinals. Speaking of games we thought was over. Pack at Arizona. No Kyler. I'm not so sure that with Brissett they don't have just as good a chance or better to win. I don't know. Jacoby Brissett, Trey McBride, 15 yards, 13-6 Cardinals. Early third, Brissett. Sean Gary knocks the ball loose. Evan Williams picks it up for the Pack. Big play defense.
And that's what they expected to see from Gary and Parsons. Sack fumbles on a lot of quarterbacks.
So, big fella, we're wondering if they would have him, but when they do, you can look for this. Josh Jacobs. And he can beat you to the pylon, too, 7-yard run.
Yeah, speed that you don't think from a big guy.
Tied at 13 all. Brissett. Under 7 to go in the third. To Marvin Harrison Jr. finally finding his stride.
Yeah, good to see him start to find his stride.
35 yards. Brissett. That tight end is so good. McBride, 12-yard touchdown. Cardinals leading 20-13 over the Pack. Beginning of the fourth, same score. 2nd and 6. Love pulls it back. Fires to Tucker Kraft. Camembert for everybody. 7-yard touchdown. Tied at 20. Brissett. Micah Parsons, is he on the Packers?
Yeah, I heard they traded for somebody named him.
I don't remember that trade. Cardinals kick field goal. They lead 23-20. Brissett, quarterback sneak, but gets stopped by the Pack on 4th and 1. 6 minutes to go near midfield. Packer defense coming up big, giving them a chance down 23-20. Love, Kraft, 15 yards. Staying alive, Pack on 4th and 2. Jacobs. Bang! He's in. 27-23 Green Bay. Now, 33 seconds to go in the game. Brissett, Micah, this is what they got him for, the closer.
The speed to turn the corner, the dip and the rip boom, you pay pass rushers to close games out.
And so, one last heave on 4th and 10 to the end zone. Ooh, what do you say? He caught it, but Zay Jones was out of bounds. Almost. CFL, that was a touchdown.
extra few yards.
Wow. And the Packers, so these Denver and the Green Bay, these teams that with winning marks, here they go. And the Packers win at 27-23. Brissett, 25 of 36 for 279. But Green Bay wins it, and they move on. Now, the Commanders and Cowboys, you had a feeling there'd be a lot of points.
Yeah,
you just had a feeling. CeeDee Lamb is back for Dallas. Couple defenders back. A lot of receivers out Washington. However, Jaden Daniels, they lost by 1 last week to the Bears. He finds Chris Moore pushing out of bounds at the Cowboys 10. Dak Prescott, unbelievable record at home in the division. But Washington says we don't care. There's Daniels to Zach Ertz. They don't get the 2, but it's an 8-7 lead for Washington. Interesting score. Dak, it's a good pocket. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Lamb. It's a nursery rhyme. It's a touchdown. It's 74 yards. Welcome back.
This is a big-time play as the two defenders run into each other.
17-8, Dallas. Dak, Jake Ferguson. One of those many tight ends having a big year.
Kind of the forgotten guy in that offense.
Yep, first down Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey, 61 yards. Watch this. Off the net. Off the net. What was that, 70 yards?
Would have been good from 70, Boom.
So that's an unbelievable kick, 61 yards. Jeremy McNichols handoff, bouncing off defenders. Washington says it was nice, but we're down to the 119 yards. Daniels, I'll take it myself, thank you. 1 yard run, Dallas 20, Washington 15 at the half. Now, not quite the half, 31 seconds left. Prescott to George, slim pickings, nothing slim about that. Out at the 35, it's a 44-yard reception. Javonte Williams. Oh, you got a tackle. Down to the 2, 15 seconds left. First and goal. Dak. Ferguson. Again, scoring right before the end of the half.
Yeah,
right?
and Dak is playing outstanding at the quarterback position.
27-15. Now I was in a hurry to get to the third quarter. Daniels. This time he gets all the balls loose. Jadeveon Clowney. Yeah. Really? He recovers and Daniels hurt.
No doubt. Daniels hurt. His right foot gets stuck in the ground. Boom. He immediately grabs the back of the leg, the hamstring. He was down and did not return.
Did not return. Mariota played for the rest. As he's done earlier this year. Prescott to Ferguson, and meanwhile Dallas, they're a scoring machine. 34-15.
Offense has been humming all season long.
Here's Marcus late in the third. Dallas, now they can rush the passer. The old, where were the tearaway jerseys? Deron Bland, remember when he had like 5 in 3 weeks? Gone! 68 yards. Wait a minute, Cowboys defense?
For a change.
Really? Wow! The Cowboys 44, the Commanders 22, and just to clean up on the point that we were making, Dak in the division at home. Remember, he's been hurt some. 21-2 now, all right? And his last loss in the division at home, 2017. Jaden Daniels was in high school. So, look, Dallas can score on anybody. Can your defense be okay? Can it be okay?
That'll be the question. And I think when they made the trade for George Pickens, this is what you envision. Between Pickens and Lamb, 9 catches, 182 yards. Like they were balling up and down the football field. And they're going to be a tough cover. And you got Javonte running the way he's running. The offensive line is young. They're athletic. They can score against anybody. To your point, are they going to get the type of production from their defense? It doesn't have to be the 85 Bears. But can you get enough stop where the offense can play and perform with a lead? That's what I want to see.
So here's the news. The Commanders, championship game last year, they're 3-4. Mm-hmm. Nobody had that.
Nobody had it. The quarterback's missed a couple of games. I don't know how his health is going to be right now. He may miss some more. It's amazing when you try to do it a second time. The schedule gets tougher. They're starting to hit the quarterback a little bit more. They're playing more physical with him. A little bit of a struggle for the Commanders.
So their next game, speaking of struggle, Monday Night Football at Arrowhead.
Wow.
Panthers, Jets, speaking of struggle. Hey, the Panthers are hot, but on the road, Bryce Young is 1-15 as a starter. Justin Fields, Jets, can we get off the schneid? Bryce Young to the rookie Teteroa McMillan, 11 yards, first down Carolina at the Meadowlands. Bryce Young. Oh, the missile crisis is back.
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard. After Dowdle had 200 yards plus. Wait a minute, they might have a two-headed monster back there. As Carolina in their history certainly did. Young, Xavier Legette. Watch this. No horsing around. He's in the end zone. 10-3. Panthers?
Panthers?
On the road? Justin Fields. Oh, boy. Hey, Sean Robinson. He didn't have much of a chance there, but, we've seen this movie. 10-3 Carolina. Coach's decision. Tyrod Taylor in, Justin Fields out. Looking for a spark. Carolina said you're not getting one. Nick Skirton. Loss of 5. Jets punt. 13-3 Panthers late third. Bryce Young. He's sacked by Juwan Briggs. Turned his ankle.
Yeah, that's one thing the Jets can't do. They can rush the passer. That defensive front is solid.
So Young left the game, and so the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton playing. Tyrod to Josh Reynolds. How about the game J.C. Horn had? Look, Ma, this interception.
The makeup speed, an unbelievable pick by J.C. Horn. Look at the makeup speed. And again, who needs two hands when I can catch you with one?
Unbelievable. Panthers take over. They've got something going. Tyrod to J.C. Horn again. A two-pick.
He's playing corner at the highest level right now, right up there with Pat Surtain.
And so, wait a minute. Carolina has a 3-game winning streak. Okay, they have a 3-game winning streak. This is the latest they've been over 500 since, 2019, I believe. And the Jets, oh, man, the Jets.
New quarterback, same Jets.
They're 0-2 when they allow under 14 points. The rest of the league is 35-1.
That says a lot.
It says all you need to know. And speaking of scoring at a premium, Browns, Dolphins in the muck and mire in Cleveland. Two left-handed Hawaiians, Tua Tagovailoa, Dylan Gabriel. And Gabriel says, Rain, we got no problem. We got Quinshon Judkins, the rookie from Ohio State, 10-3. Browns? Dylan Gabriel to Harold Fannin Jr., 12 yards, first down Cleveland. Second quarter, 10-3 they lead. Judkins, snap, 17-3. Browns? Worst game they've had in Cleveland in a month. So they lead 17-6. Tyson Campbell, come over for a trade a couple weeks ago from Jacksonville, gone. Off of Achan, 24-6.
Yeah, this is a really good job of Campbell sitting in zone coverage. Tips and overthrows on defense, we got to get those touchdowns.
Now, the early fourth quarter. From his own end zone, what could happen? You guessed it.
Oh.
Picked off by Rayshon Jenkins. Cleveland down to the 2. They're having a party. Quinshon Judkins after that. In. 2-yard touchdown. 31-6. Cleveland? Oh, when they're like this, it's a feeding frenzy for the defense. Ronnie Hickman picks off Tua. Tua didn't do it. 3 picks, Browns, Cleveland. To the chagrin of Mike McDaniel, then that is not looking good. When that defense like that gets a lead like that, which they haven't had all year, it's a feeding frenzy. Cleveland wins it 31-6. So on it, we also should say this was a day we remembered who was still in the quarterbacking in the league. Gardner Minshew, get your flu shot. He was in for the Chiefs. Kenny